So here we are again. Another bedside chat that I honestly don't have a clue as to what I'm going to say. Some things have been going on in the world. We've been seeing some manifestations of hate. And as painful as it is, and indeed it is painful, we know it's nothing new. There's always someone who is angry and dark enough to stand in the way of progress. There are people who are designed to sometimes push us, those who can sometimes sit idly by and watch evil happen in the world, into action. We can never get angry at the form of progress, get angry at the form that the catalyst takes to spur us into action. But the end result is a deeper awakening, a higher consciousness, and a higher awareness that none of this is a game. It is life in its purest form. And sometimes we don't do the thing we can do until we are spurred into action to do it, often by a tragedy. How many have you heard say, you know, when I buried my father, when I buried my child, this I had to do something about. I woke up. I realized life was short, that there was an urgency to my living. And it's a shame that it takes dark things sometimes to do that for us, but that's exactly what has to happen, especially if we're comfortable. You know, when we get comfortable, we sit and we are at peace in our little edifices and we tell ourselves it's not our problem. And we become callous to all of the different crowdsourcing things that are out there. You know, I need money for an operation. I need money for this invention that I think is going to help or change the world. In the beginning, that was a way of us participating without actually participating. We could just send our money to go to work for us. But with the proliferation of so many of those things out there now, I'm not so sure just how effective they are, or how do they get your specific attention above all the noise that's also out there. All I know is everybody has to find their own way of participating in life. You don't get out of here without doing something to say that you were here and this is what you believed and this is what you leave behind as your legacy. And a legacy of complacency is not a legacy. So this is not a talk to encourage you or to pat you on the back or to say, you know, any of those false platitudes. This is a talk to actually have you ask yourself the tough question, which is, am I doing enough? Am I doing enough in the smallest microcosm of my life? Is there one person in my life that I'm helping selflessly? Is there someone that I'm giving as much as I can give to? If you're a parent, you're probably already doing this. Raising great kids is not a small thing. But if you're not a parent, or if you don't have access to your kids, who are you helping? Who are you leaving what you understand to be truth to? That knowledge. Who are you pouring that into? You have to be helping someone. This life is not designed for you to just take it all in and then die with it all in, and it benefits no one. Be a mentor. Prepare your legacy even in your 20s, reach out and begin to give away that you can no longer benefit from because you've learned that life lesson. That's what all of these blogs have been about. Me giving it up before it's too late for me to tell anybody. That's what I've been doing. I thank you for listening. I hope I encourage you to live fuller lives, not necessarily bigger lives. Bigger lives just mean you need more maintenance in place to take care of those lives. And sometimes you don't have time for all of that. But you can live fuller lives. And it's the simplest things that will change how you feel about yourself. Giving a gift to someone in the middle of the week that isn't expecting it, it changes you on the inside. And in the midst of all your troubles, do that same thing. Because if what you had was enough to solve your own problems, but if it's not, perhaps what you have left is a seed into someone else's life. Just things to think about on this beautiful day. I hope you have a good one. That's it. Peace out.